It's playoff time here in Kansas City as the Royals play host to the Toronto Blue Jays here in the 2020 Wild Card game. The Blue Jays had Aaron Sanchez on the hill, while the Royals sent out their left-hander Danny Duffy. Duffy on the hill in the top of the first. Kevin Pillar at the plate leading things off, grounds over to third base. Dozier makes the throw. Smith cannot make the scoop, so Pillar reaches on an error. But then Bo Bichette would ground out to shortstop as it's a 6-4-3 double play. Nothing else would happen in the inning as Donaldson would strike out, and it's still 0-0. Top half of the second here, 1 out. Similar situation, 6-4-3. This time it's Travis grounding into the inning-ending double play. Bottom half of the third, Jankowski at the dish against Sanchez. He's going to single into right center field, and then the speedy Jankowski gets his fleet feet into second base as he swipes the bag. 3-0 count to Semien. He gets unleashed, grounds out to second base. Jankowski moves up. Soler comes to the plate. Full count on him. Checks his swing. They say he did not go, so he draws a walk. First and second, 2 outs. Bonifacio makes some decent contact on the ball, but it's going to die out in center field as Pillar's there to put it away. Making plays on defense, and then he comes to the plate in the top of the fourth, and he's contributing on offense. Hits a long solo shot into the left field seats, and the Blue Jays strike first in this one. 1-0 is the score. Later on in the fourth, Duffy had himself in a bit of a jam. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Grichuk at the plate, and he would ground out to first base, so Duffy gets out of the jam. Top of the fifth wasn't so lucky, though. Bo Bichette hits a ball past the diving glove of Profar into left field, and that loads the bases for the Blue Jays. So bases juiced for Donaldson, 1 out. He hits a chop over to short. Should be an easy double play, but Profar's throw goes sailing into right field. 2 runs come in. It's now a 3-0 Blue Jays lead. Hatcher would take Duffy out of the game. Rafael Montero came out of the pen to replace him. So second and third, 2 outs, and Justin Smoak hits a ball under Smoak's glove, or under Smith's glove, I should say. 2 runs come in on the RBI single. It's now a 5-0 game. Bottom half of the fifth, after a Valoria walk, Travis Jankowski gets his second hit of the game with a 2-run monster shot. Jankowski does not want to go home after 1 game. 2-run shot makes it a 5-2 game. Later on in the fifth, Marcus Semien would draw himself a walk. He takes his base. Next batter up is Jorge Soler. He also draws a walk. So first and second, Bonifacio to the plate. He draws a walk as well. Bases loaded for the Royals with 1 out. Pavin Smith hits the ball into right field past the diving glove of Justin Smoak. And it's going to be a 5-3 ball game now. Carlos Ramirez would place Aaron Sanchez on the hill, and he would get them out of the inning as Hunter Dozier pops at the right field. So it's a 2-run lead for the Blue Jays, moving on to the bottom of the seventh, where Ryan Tepera comes on, and Jorge Soler draws himself a walk, his second walk of the game. So he's on first base, then Bonifacio bloops one in front of Grichuk in right. So it's first and second, nobody out for Pavin Smith, hits a hard hit ball up the middle for a base knock. Soler's going to score from second. Bonifacio moves to third, and it's a 1-run game. So runners on the corners, nobody out. Brett Phillips would then single into right, and they have come storming back to tie this game up. It's all up at 5 here in the bottom of the seventh. We move on to the top of the eighth, where Brad Brock came on for the Royals. First batter up, Grichuk. He goes down on the drop. On the third strike, they throw it over to first. Next batter up is Smith, gets a fastball blown right by him. After that was Reese McGuire. He goes down on the splitter, strikes out the side from Brad Brock. They move on to the bottom of the ninth. Johnny Venters came on instead of Ozuna. Runner on first with 1 out, and Phillips grounds into a 4-6-3 double play, so we're going to extra innings. Top of the 10th, Kelvin Herrera came on for the Royals. Bo Bichette to the dish, 100 miles per hour right past him. 2 down in the inning. Josh Donaldson, 100 miles per hour right past him. 3 down in the inning. He came on for a second inning of work in the top of the 11th, struck out Justin Smoke on a changeup, and then he struck out Devin Travis on a slider, doing it all sorts of ways. We move on to the bottom of the 14th. It is still 5-5. 2-out hitting from Jorge Soler, hits one into the left center field gap and gets him into scoring position with a double. Finally, someone threatens the score, and Jorge Bonifacio would swing at the first pitch next batter, and he would pop one up into foul territory. It's still 5-5. Top of the 15th, Brad Keller came on for the Royals. First and second, 1 out. Pilar grounds out to first. Smith turns it into an inning-ending 3-6-3 double play. Bottom of the 15th, Hunter Dozier at the dish. He hits a deep fly ball to left center field. It keeps carrying, and that baby is gone. Can you say hero? Hunter Dozier, a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 15th inning over the Toronto Blue Jays to propel this Kansas City Royals ball club into the American League Division Series to take on their AL Central rival in the Cleveland Indians. Travis Jankowski does get player of the game honors. He was 3 for 7 on the day with a 2-run shot and also a single and a stolen base. Jorge Soler was 2 for 4. Hunter Dozier's only hit of the game was the one that mattered, the walk-off solo shot in the bottom of the 15th. Pavin Smith had two RBI singles, so 2 runs driven in total. Brad Keller gets the win. Danny Barnes was the pitcher who got the solo shot hit off him. And with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of Kansas City Royals Playoff Baseball. Next episode will be against the Cleveland Indians in the ALDS.
And I told you